What's up, hockey fans and hockey fanatics out there? Welcome to the Hockey Lounge, episode 21. It's August 5th, 2021, and we're excited to be on tonight for a new feature on the Hockey Lounge called the NHL Daily Wrap-Up. What this is going to consist of is a 10 to 15-minute show talking about the daily notes and news in the National Hockey League every day. So stay tuned. Watch for updates that the Hockey Lounge will be giving to you on a weekly basis, as well as going live once or twice a week. Again, I have my wingman in the lounge tonight. App, what's going on?
Good evening. How are you guys doing?
Well, not a crazy day in the National Hockey League, but there are a few big signings, and the biggest one would be Thomas Tatar going from the Montreal Canadiens and signing with the New Jersey Devils. Apple, Devils fan, what are your thoughts on that signing today?
I think it was a fantastic signing. The Devils needed to get a scoring winger. We all know that they're trying to get Tarasenko, but that looks like it's going nowhere. So I guess Fitzy just went and decided to go get Tatar. I think $4.5 million times 2 years is quite fair. He averages about 2 points every 3 games. So you're looking at 55 to 60 points a year. He puts the puck in the net. I think it was a very good signing for the Devils. They needed a scoring veteran winger.
Right. So with them signing Tatar, does that take him out of the Tarasenko sweepstakes?
I don't think so. They're still about 12 to 14 million dollars in cap space, and Subban's coming off his 9 next year. They're probably going to have to sign Jack. They're going to sign Jack Hughes next year, but I still think there's space there to get something done.
All right. So moving on to the next big signing, or I would say, a good contract that was handed out tonight or today was Dante Fabro to the Nashville Predators. He signed, I believe, a 2-year contract with an average of $2.4 million. Young defenseman, up and coming, sort of, a lot of high expectations with Fabro, but we haven't seen his full potential yet. And maybe because he's playing for Nashville, we don't get to see him a lot. But your thoughts on that contract, Up?
Well, 2.4 mil for 2 years, I think is a pretty good price for. He's a 6 foot, 189-pound defenseman, and like Nashville hasn't had. I went back and checked their last 3 seasons. They were a plus 26 as a team their last 3 seasons. Fabro averaged a -3, so he's there. Plus 26 is peanuts when you're talking about entire season. Mm-hmm. So him being a pretty even player, I think he did a pretty good job in behind all those. When you had Ellis there and Roman Josi and the guys that they've had there, I think he did a pretty good job for them. And I think it was a pretty safe signing. What are your thoughts?
For sure. I think, looking at, we talked about this offline, these smaller contracts that are be handing out, that 2-3 years max. I think it's a good signing. He's a young defenseman. I think they really want to see probably more offensive upside from him. That might come. It might not. But again, I think it's a good salary for an up-and-coming player, and Nashville's taking care of the youth. So you got to build from the back end. We've been saying this on the show for weeks, and I think it's a good deal.
Yeah, it might be a show-me contract, because like you said, they're looking for more of the upside in the offense. He's got some minutes available now that Ellis is gone.
Right. So, good point. Maybe more time on the PP, more time, more ice time in general. So yeah. You're seeing, the changing of the guard in Nashville here with the youth coming up. Another big signing in the National Hockey League today for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Their last free agent, rostered free agent to sign. He avoided arbitration. That was Zach Aston Reese. Again, a player that brings a lot of different values to the team. He's a good penalty killer, a 4th-line player, 3rd-line player, contributes in every which way. As myself being a Penguins fan, I think it's a decent signing. 1.725, a 1-year contract again, Apple. So these short contracts are definitely being handed out like candy.
It's show me what you got. Motivation for the player. I mean, he's average. He had about 70 points in 145 games the last 3 years. So he's averaging a point every 2 games, 40 points a year, which isn't bad. Like you said, being on the third or 4th line, And, down the middle, him being a centerman, when you got Malkin and you got Crosby, there's not a lot of time there for you. So,
right.
So I
and
think
also,
it's another. Go
ahead. Sorry.
No, I think it's another pretty good signing that they're keeping the same guy in house that knows their system, knows their culture.
Right, and losing Jerry McCann and Brandon Tanev to Seattle Kraken, that was Tanev, Bluger, and Reese were part of a pretty dynamic third line throughout the year, and signing Bluger a couple months ago, and then bringing back Reese here will be a value asset to the organization, because again, they know the culture, they know the atmosphere. So your thoughts here, App, on the salary cap. What are your thoughts on that, with the news that there might not be a big increase within the next couple of years?
I think that's a lot of reason why you're seeing these 2-year contracts being handed out. A lot of short contracts. They don't want to. Nobody wants to invest that big money contract to guys that are going to be 3, 4, 5 years when you don't know what's going to happen. They don't want to tie themselves up. I think that's the way it's going to be. Even next year, we'll probably see 1 or 2 year contracts. And rumor is $1 million. You were saying, Nick, $1 million it might go up. That's not even going to buy you a player for the Leafs.
yeah, you're true about that. And again, if it doesn't go up big time, in the next couple of years, you're going to see these smaller contracts being handed out, and guys have to show before they get the long term, before the money starts rolling in after the pandemic, with all the billions of dollars the sporting industry has lost. So it'll be interesting to see where these teams go with signings or where not. So for this new feature and this new show, the NHL Daily Wrap Up, we're going to have rapid fire, and the rapid fire will be about who signed today. And so I'm just going to start off with this app. We had Will Borgen agrees to terms with the Seattle Kraken. We had Chase Prisky signing with the Florida Panthers. We also had your guy from New Jersey,
Yegor Sharangovich.
And how long did he sign for?
He signed for 2 years, $2 million per.
All right.
Out of the bunch of the littler contracts, I mean, he scored 16 goals last year in the shortened season. That carries out to about 25 on a regular season on a rookie year. To get and on a pretty bad team. I really don't want to say that, but they were a pretty bad team last year. 25 for $2 million. That's a pretty good deal.
And the times I did watch the Devils play, he was an impact player. He's got some speed. He's got some tools. He's got a good shot. At times, wearing the 17, he looked like Kovalchuk a couple of times coming down that wing. I'm telling you, he does have the wheels. He's a pretty good player. He impressed me. So you also had the Los Angeles Kings signing Austin Strand. You had the Washington Capitals signing Michael Baconi. And you also had the Rangers signing Tim Gettinger. You had the Montreal Canadiens signing Michael Pizzata. And you had your own Toronto Maple Leafs for Leaf Nation out there signing Joseph Duszak. So those were the signings within the last 8 hours or so. You also had the Detroit Red Wings signing Chase Pearson as well. So a few signings. We talked about 3 big ones. Again, this will be a new feature daily. The NHL wrap-up. We'll be talking about any news and notes out there. If they're transactions, trades, signings, any big news in the National Hockey League, stay tuned to the Hockey Lounge. Hit subscribe to be a Hockey Lounge member. Follow us on Instagram, the Hockey Lounge. We will see you soon. Have a great night. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Night, everybody.